Welcome back to another episode of Thankful Thursdays. Today we'll be talking about being thankful for the trials and tribulations. I'm one of those who are very thankful for the trials and tribulations that I've been through as a child. I'm very thankful for it because if I never went through it or experienced it, I wouldn't be where I am now. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of people don't know that I am diagnosed with ADHD. And I went through a lot educational-wise and still is going through a lot educational-wise. I was in public school from pre-K to third grade. When I got to third grade, they was going to pass me, and I'm not even going to lie, my grades was not even good. I switched from public to private, took the test, got held back. When I got held back, I had to repeat third grade again. And I stayed all the way until 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. And my grades, they wasn't bad. I didn't fail a grade. From there on out, I never did summer school there. But it was much better. And once we graduated from private school, from middle school, I took a test again to go to Norfolk Christian. Didn't get accepted. So the only choice I really had was to go to Lake Taylor or Norview. And I didn't want to go to Norview, so I chose to go to Lake Taylor. I went to Lake Taylor. First year, we was in COVID, so I had to be virtual, and it was challenging. It was hard because, it was hard middle school year of 8th grade when COVID first started, but it wasn't as bad because I understood it, and it was like we was basically doing stuff we were doing in school. When freshman year came, it was hard. It was virtual with teachers I'll never know. I never seen the Norfolk public school curriculum since like third grade the first time, and I don't remember that. I don't remember. I didn't take no SOLs in private school. We took a test like an SOL, but it wasn't an SOL. It wasn't graded towards us going to next grade. It was just to see how far, did we do each quarter. And it was a struggle freshman year, and I felt embarrassed because I had to go to summer school, and I was like, I don't want to go to summer school. And I went, and I saw a whole bunch of kids, and I was like, oh, so I ain't the only one that failed or that didn't pass this class. And I saw people that I went to private school with, and of course I met some new people. When sophomore year hit, we had to wear masks to school, and it was different for me. My grades, they were okay, but it was still hard because I ain't never been to public school since third grade, and public school curriculum is very different than private school. And private school, to be honest with you, is a lot more easier than public school. But we had these SOLs, and I was like, I ain't took a SOL. I think I did take an SOL when I was in public school in third grade, but I don't remember it. And this was supposed to be my junior year. A lot of people don't know, I was supposed to be a junior this year. And I was technically supposed to graduate next year of 2024, but I am class of 2023. I was a junior for about 2 weeks. And, let's backtrack. They sent out our schedules like August, and I had one schedule that was like, you're a junior. I was like, cool. Then they switched it and gave me all these classes, no electives. They took me out of chorus. I was upset. But I didn't understand why. Like, why would y'all switch my schedule? For 2 weeks, I was a junior. Third week, they was like, you're a senior. And I didn't know how to process it. I was happy, but I was like, whoa, that means I graduate this year, not next year. But I thank God that I went through the trials and tribulations with me education-wise, me taking all the tests. I was very fearful when I switched back to public school because I didn't know if I was going to make it. I didn't know was I going to pass. And I know that God, the whole time when I went through it, when I was younger up to now, he never left me. And even now, I'm still going through it. A lot of us seniors, this year has been crazy. Projects is SOLs. I have one. We graduate June 12th, and I'm pushing. I'm striving to do everything I can to graduate on June 12th at 7:00. But I thank God that he never left me. He showed me who he is. He showed me his promises in his word, and he showed it in my life. He never left me. He never forsake me. He held my hand when I was younger up to now. Even with me now, he's still here. He's still showing up and, being God. Because if he didn't, I never would be graduating this year. I would have been graduating next year. But God had better plans, and I know that I had to put my faith in him. I had to trust in him. I had to let things go. I had to give up some things when I found out I was going to be a senior. I had to let go of people. I had to let go of things. But be thankful for your trials and tribulations, because you never know how the outcome may be. But when you put your faith in God and you trust in God and you realize and you read and realize what his promises says in the Bible, everything will come out just fine. He is not the type of God to disappoint you. He is a God to know what's best for you. So when you go through it, don't ever second question God. Know that he is God, that he is in control, and go through it. But then you realize, I don't think I went through that, because now I understand why I went through that. It's a reason why God take us through the trials and the tribulations that we go through. I'm thankful. I graduate, June 12th. Then I be 18 and I graduate. I'm fighting, but I'm also trusting God. And I'm putting my best foot forward, but I'm also putting my faith in God. So my encouragement to y'all is to trust God, to be thankful for the trials and tribulations that you went through when you were younger, when you was a teenager, adult. Even now, be thankful for those trials and tribulations, because God knows what's best for you. God has his best interest in heart. And sometimes when we go through trials and tribulations, it's a testimony for somebody else that might have went through the same thing but didn't know how to get through it. So I encourage you, be thankful for your trials and tribulations. So I pray this touches somebody, and I pray that y'all will continue to tune in for Thankful Thursdays, and I will see y'all next week.